gentlemen, welcome to another episode of
Inappropriate Adult.
All waiting on the day that we come back in. The all black beers with the black tint.
We have our cousin,
Quiche, all the same.
Rep Keish. Tell them about yourself.
Okay, so I'm a rapper. I'm with Purple Label. I'm from Jersey, EO, Essex County, all that. I'm a free spirit. I love music. I love real shit.
And family.
And inappropriate adults. Because we all have to be inappropriate at certain times. It calls for it. Life calls for inappropriateness.
That's right. You know I'm Jelly.
I'm Suki.
Subu. And we have Papaya as well, always producing.
Papaya.
So today's episode, we're going to do a part 2 of Nipsey Hussle, and honoring his legacy and his life.
Rest in paradise, Nipsey.
Rest in paradise.
Prince
Ermias. Let's get into it.
So you going to start with me?
Yeah.
All right, so of course it's a tragedy. I can't even believe we're sitting here having this conversation as everybody is, still this is like what, almost 2 months later? Like,
yes, it doesn't even
this
feel
is
like
crazy.
2 months.
Yeah, I just can't, it's hard to process still. And I guess we can start by what he meant to everybody, and personally what he meant to me. Musically and as a person, he was just a complete inspiration. I hate saying all the time, and it's just so much to process. Cause every day I literally wake up with this on my mind and go to sleep with it on my mind. Having a family, having a man in my life and all that, you got to think about that. Like, God forbid, because literally that could happen to anybody, and I think that's the realness of it. Like, it happens to good people. Normally you think when tragedies happen, oh, they had to do something. We digging. Right. What did they do? What were they into? What type of dark shit, was going on behind the scenes that we didn't know about? But this is like just some real fucked up shit. And I think the bigger picture is that it's a lesson. It's a lesson for everybody to live your life to the fullest. Stand in your purpose, like before it's too late.
You never know. Sue?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Keish. I think that it's really devastating. And, it's like not one of those average situations where it's like somebody dies and,
Yeah, natural causes.
Right, or like we post about it for a while and we get over it. Like the death is still extremely prevalent. Like it just happened.
Yeah. So can you talk about how you see, like, every day?
Like when I go on my Instagram and it's like still filled with Nipsey, And I mean, obviously, that is just based on like, however my algorithm is set up. But it's still just like a lot. Like I feel like regardless, it's a lot, So.
Yes, the murals.
Yeah, I mean, like, clearly he was extremely, he was important. But people always say, well, you don't give this much love to people when they're alive. But the reality is, like, Nipsey was, like, very well respected.
Yes.
Like, niggas really fucked with him. So when they always, people are saying, like, well, was y'all saying all this when he was...
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes. And you wasn't saying that you felt it, and you didn't feel the need to overdo it because you felt like this is somebody that's going to be around. Like, this is somebody that, like him and Lauren, they were definitely goals. And it's so cliche, relationship goals. I hate that saying, but that they were definitely relationship goals. That's somebody you genuinely happy about and happy for. You didn't feel like any jealousy. And not that you feel jealousy towards certain couples.
Yeah.
But certain people you look at like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Like, he cheating on you, you cheating on him. Like, what is this? Is this a publicity stunt? They were definitely real. And it's just...
Compared to like a Diddy and Cassie, how...
Exactly. I wasn't on the Diddy and Cassie.
I didn't really feel the sincerity.
I mean, I love people in love relationships, but you
them.
can see when it's real. It's just, it hits different when it's real.
Yes.
And that's just as simple as that.
So please elaborate a little more about how you felt about Lauren and how hard it must be.
Oh yeah, I just think it's really fucked up and devastating, and I really just couldn't imagine.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, but I hope that she was showered in love, and I'm sure that she was. I'm sure she has, good people in her life, but it's really just fucked up, and I don't think anybody deserves, what she has to go through, and she has to see him all over for the rest of her life, which makes it 100 times harder. Like, I'm sure, whether it's on her phone, the music, like she lives in LA.
Yes. And dating, imagine how hard it's going to be for her to date again.
But I think too, God definitely sends you, like, and he might send her a mate eventually, but nobody's ever, just the fact knowing that nobody's gonna ever feel that void for her, and then the fact that the son Cross looks exactly, and his daughter, he got some strong ass genes, like them kids look just like him, like it's a good thing. It's like bittersweet.
It is.
It's bittersweet,
that's
but who knows? It's just
that shit every day. That's just like I couldn't live somewhere where I'm constantly reminded of somebody that I love.
His clothes.
And to still have to be a mother on top of that, like what? That
be strong for your kids.
That lets some people send some people off the deep end, like literally. So for her to still have to get up every day and work and be a mother, you still got to go on with your life while the world is watching on top of it. So she might want to just be locked up in the room and not, do anything and just be in her moment. But then again, these kids is looking like Ma, and they feel it too. But kids are so much more resilient. That may also be something to help her.
Right.
Like when the funeral, that kind of gave me some closure. Like watching it.
Yes.
That was that his mother's spirit was like, where did you come from? Like what world did you come from that you dancing in the crowd and you smiling and you made it so everybody else felt okay with it. Although you are the mother, you were the portal for him to be here. So that just got me.
It really reminded me about the ODB. If anybody watched the Wu-Tang on Showtime,
that was wonderful.
Just like how his mom grieved with ODB's death. She was like, the reason she was at peace is because she knew he was finally at peace, because he was constantly being chased and constantly harassed and in jail, and she was just so happy she didn't have to worry about where he was or what was happening to him. And I want us to talk about Nipsey's music as well.
Okay.
What it means to you girls.
I just got, well, not just, but I got into Nipsey, I would say maybe 2010, 2011, with the Crenshaw.
Yes.
Crenshaw joint. And when I got that, I listened to literally I never skipped a song, and I had it in my CD player for like months, like riding around like, yo, this shit really hard. Like
$100 mixtape.
Every single song. And then I heard the story behind it, and it's like, oh, he on to something. Then you just keep watching for the next step. And then with Victory Lap, it's like he just started gaining that worldwide exposure. And you can't even think, because he put out so much work, and even since his death, I've been listening to Slauson Boy and all going back, like it's all that shit straight through.
Yep.
Nothing was whack. Nothing. Everything had substance and
eccentric too. MGMT, how he did Sade's song, or he remixed Beyonce's song, or he very eccentric. So
he made that shit very fucked up.
Your favorite song is the Marsha Ambrose song.
I like Real Big. I do, and I like Double Up. I mean, those are like I hate to make like a single.
I know, but
I think it's corny when like a single is like one of your favorite songs.
True.
They are though.
Yeah.
Music wise, that I would say.
Exactly. You know how I am. So you know why
she sticks to specific songs.
You know that. Why those would be my favorites.
Talk about it. Why are those your favorites?
I mean, they're just good songs. Like they're just my type of vibe.
Yes, and it puts you. It actually you actually told me that Real Big made you feel like the honoring of him.
Yeah. Yes. It reminds me. It's always gonna remind me of like his funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like that song specifically.
How do you feel about Higher?
I love that. Actually, I like it a lot. I do. But I mean,
the new song by DJ Khaled
and John Legend. I had a song that would be a good song though. Like I was, it met my expectations.
Yes,
it really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was good, and it was like sad because he was kind of like
angelic in it.
Yes, angelic, and it's just really fucked up. And he did it like the Thursday before.
What? I didn't know it was that
the last project he really
before he died. Apparently,
I'm sure he got mad new music that's about to come though, because you could tell he was the type that stayed working. It's gonna be people coming from all over with stuff. Like that's what's exciting, but it's all bittersweet.
Yes, it is all bittersweet.
Especially when you hear the content in the song. You talking about seeing life from a bird's view. And like, that's how real can you get? And it leads some people to be like I've seen online, like, did he know? Like, you know, everybody thinks of that. Like, and I don't think you know, but I think some people definitely do have some type of premonition, or God might give you some type of a inkling that, oh, it's about to be your time. Like, I don't ever want to experience that.
To be honest, because Sue, the tweet that he had posted did allude to that. He had tweeted,
it's a blessing to have strong enemies, something like that. But they say he was talking about something different with that. And that's another thing.
Okay.
You know, we can all, perception is exactly, we all look, and that's the first thing media, I blame media for stuff like that. It's always the last post, and this is the history, and they break everything down. Like, everything doesn't need to be broken down.
He
Something
posts like
just
that all the time.
Yeah,
exactly. And that was just powerful, and that's just crazy when you see people post stuff like that as their last post. Like, but if you think about it, you could look at everybody's last post, and if something was to happen to you, my last post might be like, damn, she said. So that would be the laugh. You just got to bring light to situations like this, know what I mean? Because it'll make you feel heavy. Like, literally, I was depressed. Like, the first, I would say, couple weeks, riding around, I was supposed to release something. I didn't want to release it because I'm like, this is not about me. I'm not going to try to be no clout chaser and be like, whoa, rest in peace, Nipsey, but check this out. Like, no. Like, so it's just really fun. I think Janae Aiko said the same thing. Like, I had a plan, and a lot of people, a lot of artists was like, I don't even want to, but a lot of people did honor him, and he's still being honored. I think he's going to forever be immortalized, you know?
We say, like, Tupac as well.
Still, decades later.
And we also were talking about, Sue, we were talking about ordering from Marathon Store because we knew Lino had ordered, but
didn't get it. Yeah.
But it's so crazy. People gotta realize why you're not getting it is because first of all, they sold off over 4 million sales so far just from his death. So keeping up with those orders from a store that was just made for, it wasn't like Macy's. It was
a local
business. So we, just hope people respectfully understand. And lastly, we did want to talk about how the family is doing, and his sister Samantha is trying to get custody of Armani, and Sue would like for you to elaborate on what's going on with that situation.
Well, I think that she was trying to get custody and it just didn't work out. I don't know if she's still trying, but I heard that something was like denied. I read.
But you also was talking to me about his the baby mother as well.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit. Like, I wouldn't.
It seemed we don't know her, but from what we've seen,
I'm just saying from what I've gathered.
And obviously because you can tell that Armani was predominantly with Nip.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was already prearranged.
He was the primary caretaker, but with death, and especially in black families, it's always got to be. It's not just black families really nowadays, but mostly it is black families. It's like, who's gonna be the one now? Because this is like the golden child, and it should not even be like. It should be about the child's best interest, not uprooting her, letting her be stable and still live a fulfilling life, because she's still grieving. They may be, the daddy-daughter bond is real. So for her to be at that pivotal age and not be with her biological mother, she's gonna have issues, but she's gonna need therapy, as we all do. But that's gonna take special attention and time.
And he didn't have a will, as well. Talk about Black Sam wanting to
take over the estate. But I'm sure he's pretty much he runs the store. Like,
Black Sam is gonna definitely have his brother's best interest at heart. They grew up together. They are literally like twins.
Like, that's the only person that I would want. That's why I really got into Nipsey, because of him and Black Sam's relationship, because I thought they were so fly and so dope.
Yeah, they are. Really
and then that's what, it was that before I really got into his music.
Yes.
And I was like, they're just so fucking fly. I'm like, they look alike.
That's a dope way to get into it. See, about that brings a different perspective to it. Also, there's other things I read that are going to be going into play even up to 2024 or 25 that he done put into place, or 2022, something like that. But even in his death, he is still progressing the community and the culture. Like, that's dope. In his city, this means something different. Imagine how we feel. Like, we always in the East Coast, people in the West Coast are really feeling it. And I went to Cali for the first time back in November, and it was a dope ass feel. Like, I listened to all West Coast music down there. I felt like I was a part of the culture, and that was my first time being there. So That's definitely means something. I just pray for the people of LA and the whole West Coast, and
Yes.
of course his family, because they feeling this even more than we are. They're there in the environment where the spirit is living on.
And on that note, we want to say
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
and the marathon
Continues forever. Rest in
Make
peace.
sure you follow us on Inappropriate Adults. Make sure you follow Keish Hawks at
KeeshHawkz, one word, on all social media, but I'm mostly on IG. YouTube, SoundCloud.
Drop a comment,
iTunes.
guys. iTunes, that's right. Spotify.
Yes.
That's right.
Promotion.
Promote it. Okay. All right, guys. Please follow us. Love you all, and drop a comment. Till next time.
Look, came in this game, all the killers with me. Travel around the world, I brought my niggas with me. Played the game right, I built the foundation. Stay solid while these hate niggas stay hate. Summertime,